Hi, I'm Lizzy Lovette here on the red carpet in Sydney for a world exclusive. It's the world premiere and Australian premiere of Johnny English Reborn, and all the stars are here. Comedy legend Rowan Atkinson, also Gillian Anderson and the gorgeous Rosamund Pike. They're about to hit the stage and tell us what we can expect from the world's least slick spy agent, Johnny English.
The sun was shining and it was a Father's Day shutdown as Rowan Atkinson, Gillian Anderson and Rosamund Pike hit the red carpet in Sydney for the world premiere of Johnny English Reborn. The super spy was back, and after an 8-year absence, he hadn't lost any of his charm.
Rowan, I'm so well. It is so fabulous to have you here in Australia.
I apologise, my voice is starting to sound a bit hoarse. I apologise for that in advance.
It sounds very smooth, as was your arrival here on the red carpet in your super spy roles.
Yes.
How did you get that car here? Is it really the original?
It is the one and only
It is not.
V16 engined Johnny English Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, brought all the way to Australia for your delectation.
Really? So if I go and sit in one of the seats and you press that eject button, I will go shooting up into the air?
No.
Now, you do play the head of MI7. Do you have a soft spot for playing secret agents?
I might. This is only the second one that I've done.
I know.
I think, if I can remember. But it is very enjoyable.
To becoming a star favourite on the red carpet, what are you wearing just quickly?
I'm wearing an Elia dress and my friend Charlotte Olympia's shoes.
Now, you play a very ballsy character. You don't mess with Pamela. Are you anything like her in real life, Gillian?
Completely.
Watch out.
Absolutely, completely. That's me through and through.
We know you from, amongst other things, from Die Another Day, the Bond film. Did that make this whole experience starring in a spy spoof really extra entertaining?
Yes, I think it did. I mean, at first I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do this film because, you know, maybe it's disrespectful to the Bond franchise. And then I read it and I thought, this is so brilliant. It's so funny. And I thought I can only kind of enjoy this experience and enjoy the similarities because I appreciate them from a first-hand basis.
Were you a James Bond fan to be able to spoof it so well?
Yeah, I love James Bond. It's been amazing to see how that's reinvented itself. And in some ways, you know, this movie is made in the wake of both Bond and the Bourne movies. So where the first movie was perhaps a little more tipping a wink at the Roger Moore style, this is a little more elements of Craig. I think we've got a bit, there he is, I think we've got a bit of George Clooney in the man, actually.
Oh, Rowan Atkinson, George Clooney, I like that. Yeah, I can see it.
The grey hair, it looks lovely, very glamorous. No, we were delighted with some of the response in the tests where people said they were surprised how hot he was. You know, so what can you say? You know, you've got a glamour in the comic role as well.
Hottie Rowan Atkinson.
That's the man.
Some people are saying he's a little bit like George Clooney in this movie. How do you respond to that, Rowan?
Funny, must be the greying hair. You see, all you got to do to look and act like George Clooney is to grow a bit of grey hair, and you're fine. I find that surprising but flattering.
Rowan Atkinson, it must have been amazing working with him, and you have to get a little bit romantic with him. How was that?
Well, it was quite interesting, actually. I mean, you know, Mr. Bean, growing up, is not someone who was on my kind of hit list of sort of, you know, man one wants to snog, but...
Did you have flashbacks, Mr. Bean flashbacks?
Yeah, I think one can't sort of help the occasional Mr. Bean flashback.
Now, what was it like after 8 years being back under the skin of Johnny English?
It was great. I mean, he's a funny character. I think he's one of the more likeable characters that I play because, you know, I've never regarded Mr. Bean, for example, as a likeable character. I've always regarded him as a selfish, you know, natural-born anarchist. I've always regarded Mr. Bean as. He's fun. He's fun to watch. But you never want him in your house, I would suggest.
You'd invite Johnny around, maybe, though.
Whereas Johnny, I think you could have him around. I mean, he's a bit of a dork. He's definitely a bit arrogant and a bit smug, and that's the source of a lot of his downfall and a lot of the comedy that we enjoy about him. But I think he's basically a good-hearted man. I think he means well. And I think you could trust him to do the right thing if he possibly could do it.
If he could, he could. Well, that's it from me here at the world premiere of Johnny English Reborn in Sydney. Wasn't it amazing to meet the legendary Rowan Atkinson? He's unbelievable. But stay tuned to Star Picks for plenty more red carpet action from around the globe in next week's premiere. I'll catch you then.
For more of the best in entertainment news, check out your Movie Network channels. It's altogether better on screen and at mnc.tv.